What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BManX45, and today we have another deck profile for the Digimon TCG. This is my BT6 blue Imperialdramon deck. This does not take into account the EX01 stuff, which I will be changing up the deck probably quite a bit for very shortly once I get all the cards I need. But right now I am just happy with what I got, and I want to show off what I've been doing for Imperialdramon at this format, most of December and into the beginning of, most of January too, because EX01 didn't come out till the 21st. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start off, as always, we have our babies. We have 1 Upamon and 4 Devimon. I know I'm always the 3-2 guy, but definitely for these, I definitely think you need the Devimon when you have jamming, trigger, draw 1. It's a jamming deck, you need that. And then, of course, the Upamon gives you the draw 1 if your opponent's if an opponent's Digimon has no Digivolution cards. So really good too. So 4-1 for that. Then we get into our level 3s. Start off, let's do 2 Gomamon, our 2-drop, level 3. Again, I've been saying that level 2s just don't seem, or level 3 2-drops just don't seem as important in this format. I've been finding I've been dropping them all together or dropping them from like numbers like 4 to 2. So they're just not as prevalent, I don't think. And that could change based on the format too. 2 Gabumon, your on-play draw 1s, just help you thin that deck and get your combo pieces and put some board presence on there. 2 Madoki Betamons, and I couldn't remember the name of this guy. He's the new memory gain blocker for blue. This is the first time they've had one. We previously had Chumon and Gazimon and Terriermon, and I think they're all from BT3. I'm pretty sure they're all from BT3 as memory gain blockers for purple, green, and black, but we haven't had any for blue, and I don't think we have a memory game blocker for red or yellow yet. So hopefully we'll get those in the future, because it feels like every deck kind of needs one of those. It's kind of a interesting tech card. So 2 of that. I don't know why they call it Madoki Betamon when it's just Betamon, but maybe someone who knows the Japanese of Digimon better would be able to explain that to me. But to me, that I was like, why isn't it just Betamon? Strabimon, your reveal 3, add a blue Digimon card with hybrid and or 1 Digimon tamer. So it's a 1 or both. So that's really cool. You got your Davis. You have your we have the Sora Joe in there. So we have 4 targets on that. And we have, technically he can search himself. So we have 5 hybrid targets in the deck. So that's kind of good. So got 3 Strabimon, and of course the 4 Vmon, your jamming Vmon. You kind of want to play him. At the same time, sometimes it's good to Digivolve from your level 2, but most of the time you just want to play him, and he can be really good on board. You can put a lot of pressure on your opponent because he's got jamming, so you can just go through all your opponent's big monsters and not care. So yeah, 4 copies is a must. That's it for the level 3s. I believe that's 13. Yeah. Yeah, 13 level 3s. On to the level 4s. We have 2 XVmon. I like running 2 XVmons. He's got that when Digivolving, unsuspend one of your level 4 or lower Digimon. I think that's a cool kind of combo-y thing you can do with that. So you can like attack with a Vmon, when attack with a Vmon, Digivolve, unsuspend him, go into a Imperialdramon, attack with a Imperialdramon, go into, if you have the right memory. So it's a very hard combo to pull off, but cool combo nonetheless. You have 3 Lobomon. Lobomon's your hybrid. play him on your tamers. He has won me so many games with blue. Just being able to like go on to your late game, go on to your geez, I can't even think of it right now. Go on to your Davis, my bad, for 2, attack for game, into no security when you have a cleared board is just so huge. So I think 3 of him is really important. In fact, like I've won with 2 of him, being able to just clear the last security and then attack for game. So really good. But always remember, if you're going to do that, play the one first and then attack. Wait for the security to be revealed and then play the other one. Because if you play both attack and attack and your opponent like top decks a Gaia Force or a Cocytus Breath, you'll feel really dumb. 3 Gorillamon, your cheap 1 to Digivolve level 4. Not too much to say about that. And 4 copies of Koalamon, your 1 to evolve 5k DP blocker. Pretty simple, pretty standard. Nothing too special about that. And that's 12 level 4s. And then we have our level 5s. The 4 copies of the Imperialdramon. Very standard, very simple. Get your jamming. He has your Imperialdramon inheritable, so that when he when Imperialdramon attacks, you can unsuspend, so you can get 2 attacks. You can get 3 attacks with Imperialdramon off of him, because you can attack with him. He's got jamming. Digivolve, attack with the restand, attack with the Imperialdramon, his inheritable, restand, attack with you. So you get through 3 security with just a Imperialdramon and an Imperialdramon. So that's really good. So he's the better target. For that reason, I only play 2 Dino B, and I only play 2 Dino B because he's not as good. I mean, he's got piercing, which is cool, but he's also got jamming, which is what you need him to have. But he has no inheritable, so he's kind of. But you can search him off of Davis, so basically he's there because he's a cheap Imperialdramon target. And I also play 2 copies of Chris Imperialdramon. That's probably going to be something else when I switch over to the EX01 cards. But I thought he was an interesting guy. He, if you're not worried, if you don't have the Imperialdramon, he's got a really cool when Digivolving trash the bottom card of all your opponent's Digimon. And he's got security attack +1 if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards in play. The unfortunate thing is that you have to pay the 5 for Imperialdramon. You don't get the cheaper cost off of him, but we do play another Mega in here, so he's better with that guy, but it just depends on what you have. So I like testing him. He's kind of a cool card. So that's 8 level 5s. Then we have our boss monster Imperialdramon. His Digivolution cost is decreased by 2 if you're going on top of a Imperialdramon or a Dino Beamon. We have more targets now with EX01 out, so that's really great. He's got jamming, and when Digivolving, unsuspend all your Digimon with jamming. So really, really good. Then we have, for our one other level 6, we have 1 Zed Garurumon. I just find with 4 Imperialdramons, you never see your level 6s. I feel like it's great to have another target, at least one more target. And he's got a cool Digiburst 2 on Digivolution, and return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to their hand and trash all of its Digivolutions. So that's kind of cool. It is 4, so it's kind of hefty, but still a really good card. So play 1 of that. And then 2 Omnimon, because what blue deck is not complete without a couple Omnimons? So the Blitz Omnimon 2, so allowing you to attack once you go into your opponent's turn. So potentially, if you can get through all their security with cards like Themon and the Imperialdramon combo, and then go into this guy at the end, you could potentially win for a game. So really, really cool. And that's it for your monsters. 3 Davis, he's your memory tamer. Reveal the top 3 and add a blue and a green to your hand. You can do as much as you can do, so most of the time you're only adding a blue, but you can add a green too if you go into the Dino Beamon. And then you have your Sora and Joe, which if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards, gain 2 memories, so that's kind of cool too when it comes up. And when you attack with a blue Digimon, you may suspend this tamer to trash up to 2 of your opponent's Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. So you can kind of set that up too and get rid of their really good inheritables. So that's kind of a decent one. And then 1 Takumi Aiba. Takumi, when one of your Digimon Digivolves, you may suspend this tamer to draw 1, but you can't attack with your level 3 Digimon or you lose a memory. So it's really not good in comparison to the Vmon, because either you want to put this on board and attack with it, or you want to put this on board and draw 1 off your Digivolutions. So you kind of have to pick and choose which one you want to do. So either one or the other, but 1 Takumi is kind of cool. 4 Hammer Spark, because free memory is fun. Yeah, blue deck. Don't have to say more. And the 1 Cocytus Breath, just there as kind of a sub-Gaia Force, because blue doesn't really have a Gaia Force card yet. This is the closest thing we have to that. And just want to be able to get rid of some stuff. So that's pretty much it for the deck. I don't know what I'm going to do. I definitely want to try out the new Imperialdramon support. I just haven't decided what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to have to, in the next couple weeks, get that together. But for now, I'll continue testing it the way it is and see how I like it. That looks like that's all the time we have for this video. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. That's all for now, folks.